Everyone moves to Amarillo for the same reason. You look at Zillow, you see a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house for $280,000 and you think, I've hit the jackpot, I'm gonna be rich. And compared to Dallas, where the same house would be $550,000, or in Austin where it would be $800,000, you're right. The entry fee to Amarillo is incredibly low, but I've seen people move here, buy the house, and 6 months later, they're drowning. Why? Because they didn't calculate the true cost of living. They didn't budget for the weather tax. They didn't understand the difference between Potter and Randall County taxes, and they definitely didn't account for what the hail does to their car insurance premiums. I'm Jacqueline Melendez, realtor with the Connie Taylor Group. Today, we are tearing up the Zillow estimate. I'm going to walk you through a line-by-line budget of what it actually costs to live in Amarillo in 2026. And to help you, I've built a relocation budget calculator, an Excel sheet you can download for free at the end of this video. Let's start with the biggest expense, the no income tax myth. Texas has this no state income tax. That sounds great on your paycheck, but the state has to get its money from somewhere, and they get it from your house. Amarillo has some of the highest property tax rates in the country, usually hovering between 2.1 and 2.6% of your home's value every single year. But here is the secret. Amarillo is split into 2 counties, Potter and Randall. Let's say you buy a $300,000 house. If you buy in Randall County, which is southern Amarillo, and Canyon, your tax rate is generally slightly lower. If you buy in Potter County, northern, western parts of Amarillo, that rate can be higher. On a $300,000 house, that 2.4% tax rate means you're paying $7,200 a year in taxes. That is $600 a month added to your mortgage payment just for taxes. If you are moving from Colorado or California, where rates are less than 1%, this will shock you. Do not look at the principal and interest payment. Look at the PITI, the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Next up, we've got utilities, or as I call them, the weather tax. Amarillo has extreme weather. We have 100-degree summers. We have 10-degree winters with 40-mile-per-hour winds. That means your HVAC system never rests. Let's look at your electricity. We have Excel here. Our rates are usually pretty decent, around 14 cents per kilowatt, but usage is high. In July and August, it's not uncommon for a 2,000 square foot home to have a $300 to $400 electric bill. If you like your house at 60 degrees, then comes winter. We use natural gas with Atmos Energy for heat. In January, February, your gas bill can easily hit up to $200. And don't forget the water. The city of Amarillo handles your water, sewer, trash, but because it's dry here, if you want green grass, you have to water it. A lot. A minimum water bill may be $80, but if you run sprinklers in the summer, expect that bill to jump up to at least $180. I've got a budgeting tip. If you can live with a zero-scape yard, rocks with native plants, you'll save about $1,000 a year, but that's if your neighborhood allows it. So let's talk about food. In Amarillo, we have a clear divide. We have budget options. We've got Walmart, we've got Target, we've got Sam's, and then we have the local obsession, the United Supermarkets and Market Street. If you shop at United, which most locals do because the service is incredible, your grocery bill will be right on par with the national average. We aren't drastically cheaper than the rest of the US for groceries. A gallon of milk is about $3.50. A dozen eggs is about $4. But the real cost isn't groceries, it's dining out. Amarillo has more restaurants per capita than almost anywhere. The culture here is eating out. A dinner for 2 at a nice local spot like Public House or OHMS will run you $80 to $100. Tacos at a local taco truck, maybe $15. If you aren't careful, the Amarillo diet will eat up your savings. Transportation, this is a win and a loss. The win, gas prices. We're almost always cheaper than the national average. we're usually under $3 a gallon. Traffic is also non-existent. You can get anywhere in town in 15 minutes, so you burn less gas. The loss? Your insurance. Remember that weather I mentioned? Amarillo is the hail capital. Because of the risk of hail damage, auto insurance premiums here are higher than the national average. And if you buy a house, your homeowner's insurance deductible for wind and hail will likely be a 1% or 2% of your home's value. That means if hail destroys your roof, which happens here every few years, you're paying a $3,000, $6,000 deductible. You must have an emergency fund for this. So is Amarillo affordable? Yes, even with the property taxes and the AC bills, you're likely saving 20 to 30% compared to living in a major metroplex, but you have to allocate the money correctly. To do that, we'd love to help you calculate your relocation budget. It's completely free, no strings attached. We just want you to be prepared before you sign that contract. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. Next week, we're touring the top 3 neighborhoods that give you the most bang for your buck. I'm Jacqueline Melendez, and I will see you then.